Alright, here we go. Hey there, everybody. It's the Nasty One here again, and welcome back to the next episode of the Sandcats franchise here on Twitch. Today, I'm bringing you the off-season for year number 6. Coming off a successful title defense, we've won the last 2 league championships. This past season, we swept the Platypi 2 straight games. Final scores of 12-3 and 3-1. So, before we head into the off-season, let's take a quick peek at the roster and see what it is before we leave, and how many of these names will not be coming back for the next season. I think before we go into the off-season, taking a peek, our team doesn't really have many weaknesses to speak of. Things I would like to note: Bentley's getting older, he's over 30 now. John Paul just hit 30. Janice Friedman, he might not be here. He's 37. He might retire. Jackson Powers is 34. He might retire. Other than that, we have a fairly young team, so the most I can see happening is like someone wanting more money, or someone who's not getting a lot of playing time, someone like Tandy Deep III or Vihan Robertson. They might test free agency to like be a starter on another team. And then in the pitching, we have a really young pitching staff overall, so I don't expect anybody to retire. Could I see people testing free agency? Yes, namely Tapia. He's now an A overall. I signed him when he was a B, so he might want more money. If that's the case, I'm probably not going to bring him back because his numbers are not what an ace's should be. He averages with an ERA over frickin' 8 a season, so actually for the past year, I'll use that as an example. Average ERA was over 6, so that's not ace caliber. Yes, you won your starts, but you did jack. You gave up a lot of home run balls too. That didn't help. Cameron Snow, I could easily see her wanting more money. She's gone from a C to a B plus in only 3 seasons. So Trey Mondo, I could also see him being more money. He's been here since the beginning. He started out as a C minus. He's now an A minus. So yeah, he would want more money. The only person of the starting rotation I don't see leaving is probably Roland. Unless he gets randomly generated into a scandal, he's making good money for his overall. Leah Collins, she might want more money. She's gone from a B minus to a B. Clark, he might want more money. He's now a B plus. Sutton, she just got to B, so we'll see what she's thinking. And Mahoney is still a B minus, so he's right in his pay rate for what he is. Offensive salary number wise, Mackey is our highest paid player. He might want even more money. I could see that happening. Bentley's older. Maybe he wants more money. Ivan Marin, he's gone up to B plus. He might want more money. John Paul's getting paid well for what he is overall wise. Kawaguchi probably wants more money. Golden, he's getting paid pretty decently, I would say. Robertson would want more money. Cross would definitely want more money, especially with the numbers I put up with him on the offensive side of things. Brennan, he might want more money. Mosley, he's getting paid well. Friedman's older, he don't care. Powers doesn't care. Tandy Deep III is getting paid well for what he is. So, all right, let's jump into it. Let's see what we get. How does the cookie crumble? Well, there's Bentley. One of our OG members wants to test free agency. Who else? Brickley Clark. Okay, I predicted that happening. Clark is a little bit of hit and miss for me. He's good sometimes. Other times you put him in and he really struggles. So, do we bring him back? We'll see. Not for that much money. Cameron Snow. Okay, I did see that coming. She wanted a lot of money, especially since she just got K-Man through almost 2 complete games in the playoffs. Yeah, I could see that happening. So, and the league loses Studwick and Moonshada. Okay, so nobody retires, and 3 players want to test free agency. Okay. Alright, so 2 pitchers, 1 starter, 1 reliever, and our starting first baseman. Now, granted, we could play Cross at first and get a backup, but Cross is strictly DH levels of play because his fielding is jackassery bad, so. Alright, do I want any of these guys? No, no. No, I just had them marked because they were young. No, no, and no. Anyone else? Novak? Nah. McBenny? Nah. Did I have anyone else on here on this side? No. Alright, how about pitching? Alright, Turnburner. He's a little older than I'd like, but we'll see. Obviously, I want Snow back. Dunk Harrell. I've got Collins. She's cheap. So we don't need him, or we don't need Sparks either. And I don't need a closer. I'd much rather have relievers than closers. Alright, well there's Clark. Alright, and then position, we just lost Bentley. There he is. Okay. So could we upgrade Freeman? Could we upgrade Powers? Yes. Am I worried about doing that? No. Powers might be a little bit overpaid for a catcher of that level though, so we'll see what's left after we address the needs that we want to get done, like absolutely have to do first. And Friedman, he's getting played pretty cheaply for what he is, so I'm okay with that. Plus, it's not like I need another infielder right now, so we're good for now. It's really a bench role, so. Alright, so looking at first base, decent fielders. Alright, we have Bentley marked. Burke can't field, plus he's 31. Quaker's 38, that's going to be a hard pass. Gonzalo's 31, not a great fielder. Levo, he's older. Schaefer's 33, also has RBI doubt, I don't like that. Adkins, he's a little low rated for a C for 28 years old, although he is one of the better fielder options for first base. Same with Scooter Sandbrick, although Sandbrick's 36, probably going to pass on him. I guess Adkins is my other option. If it comes to that, we'll just make Cross the starting first baseman. Might lead to a lot more drop throws at first, but what are you going to do? Alright, I guess we'll look at backup catchers, you know. Powers is older, so maybe we'll keep him, maybe we won't. We'll see. Goal is to get under 5.2 million, so Clubber Buff is interesting. He's a good offensive catcher. Douglas Eaton, a young catcher. I like that. Terra Leonaire, probably going to pass. DeGrande's too old. Morrison's a horrible fielder, although he is young. So, I'll put him on there, why not? Titan Linguino, he'd be a backup, but he's got some good traits to start, and he's a good fielder. Weak hitter. But Brennan's not that strong of a hitter either. He's more of a fielding, throwing catcher, too. Might not be a bad idea. Put him on the list. Yeah, first base is really weak this year. Oh my god. I guess I'll put Gonzalo on the list. I mean, he's not a great fielder, but it's better than what's out there, and I'll put Schaefer on there too. Why not? Although Sandberg, I'm gonna pass. He's 36. We're gonna no. Alright. We're definitely not gonna be able to have the money to buy Manley or Song or Godsendez. So we're gonna avoid them. Burke, he never really got going for anybody, but he's the same overall as Bentley, so I guess I'll put him on there. Quaker, he's just too old. I gotta pass on him, and same with Levo. Too old and too weak of an overall. Alright, so let's look at the pitching. Alright, so we have Tapia as an ace. I'm surprised he didn't leave for more money. I guess I'll hang on to him. Who's our 2? Our 2 is Mondo. I'm really surprised he didn't want more money, especially going from C- to A-. He's getting paid, what, 2.3 million? This man is like the cheapest A- pitcher you'll ever find in this game. Let's not look that gift horse in the mouth right now. So he's a 2. Really, we need a level 3, which is a B+ or B for us. So anybody below that threshold is good. So I like Snow. Turnburner's too inaccurate for my liking, so I'm going to take him off. I just had him on there because I like saying the name Vern Turnburner. Alright, let's take this seriously here. I like Damon McDaniel. He was pitching for the Blowfish, I believe, or the Bee Wolves. Legend Saunders, seen what he has. Wasn't that impressed. Royce Wiebe, young pitcher. I like that. Burton Bender. Ooh, good name. Fits the ratings accurately, and he's a righty. Okay, I like it. Holmes and Levon are too old. Pruitt, 29, isn't really worth it. No. Okay, so that's it for starters that I like. All right, let's look at relievers. Sparks is 20. Yeah, I'll put him on there. Why not? He might get cheaper. Kanan Banks. Okay. I like him. Clark we already have. Gasser Morris is available again. Maybe a little reunions in the works. I mean, I do need a lefty in the bullpen, so that does make sense. Because we have, yeah, Collins and Sutton. Yeah, we need a lefty to even that up. Because we actually, all our starters are righty. Maybe look for a lefty starting pitcher. Although I do love what Cameron Snow brings to the table. I do say that, yes. Maybe sign a lefty and get rid of Tapia? We'll see how it goes. Now I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's focus. Alright, Wade, too old. Tolbert, aging. Porchetto, like the age, like the stuff. Do not like that you have 1 accuracy. I did not think you could randomly generate a character with 1 accuracy, but put him on the list. And that's it for relievers. Wow, that's a very weak reliever class too. Any closers that I like? Not really. The youngest one is Fuentes, and he's only 28. And he's an A-, yeah. Not gonna be able to afford that. Okay. I guess I'll put Tolbert on the list. She's got the best accuracy of the other relievers left that are in our price range. Wade's just... accuracy really rubs me the wrong way. Still, why not? Just put him on there in case we run out of options. Alright, got our targets marked. Let's skip 5 rounds and see what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alright, let's see if all of our guys are still here. No transactions made. Okay, so let's take a look. Burke, Tolbert, Morrison, Wiebe, Morris, McDaniel, Wade, Schaefer, or Schaffer, I don't know how you pronounce it, Bender, Gonzalo, Bentley's still there, Adkins, Linguino, Snow is still there, Buff, Banks, Clark is still there too, good, Porchetto, and Eaton, alright. Let's have a look at positions. Really expensive for anything right now, though Clever Buff is getting down there. First base, Bentley still wants 13-1. He made 7.5 last year, so I don't think the CPU is going to pay him that much. I think B pluses generally go for about 10, so we'll tone that down a bit. Burke will be a good, Burke will be a good judge of this because he's the same. Approximately the same age as Bentley and the same overall, so we'll see how much he goes for and then adjust accordingly. Schaefer's down to 7, Adkins is at 5.6. Okay, they're still a little expensive. Alright. That is it for position. Okay, let's see, starters. 13.8, way too much money. 11.3, still way too much. 9 million, 8.9, okay, nothing to worry about there. Banks is at 6. He's getting close to the danger zone. He's actually the only long reliever left. Clark is at 10.5, way too much money. Morris is at 8.3. Wade is at 9. Tolbert is at 8.5. And Porchetto's at 6.1. Okay. Any other young players get released? Pork Ryan. That's short for pork rind. Oh my god. God damn it, game, you son of a bitch. I like the name. I'll put him on the list. Why not? Any starters that were released that I like? Pruitt, Holmes. Nope. Not seeing anybody. Nobody that was released that I like. Okay. May's a free agent. He left the Sawteeth. Interesting. Alright, let's skip a couple more rounds here. Let's do 3. 1, 2, and 3. Alright, anything new? Buff, Eaton, Morrison, and Linguino are there. Brentley, Burke, Gonzalo, Schaefer, and Adkins are still there too, so no losses there. Snow's still there, so is McDaniel, Wiebe, and Bender. I think we might have lost somebody, I'm not sure. Banks is still there. Clark, Morris, Ryan, Wade, Tolbert, and Porchetto, they're all still there too, okay. So were there any interesting signings that we would care about? Alright, so nobody from us. Alright. Let's skip 2 more rounds. Get up to 10. I like round numbers. 1 and 2. Alright, let's see. Yep, people are starting to get signed now. But it looks like... Alright, we lost Snow. Damn! I really did well developing her as a starter, so Snow is gone. Okay. That one hurts. I like Snow. I've raised her since she was like 18 years old. Or, I'm sorry, 20. Made her into the player she is today. Hopefully she has success with the Moose. I mean, we might get to face her this year. We do play the Moose once a year, unless we meet in the playoffs. Alright, so we lost Snow. So the only person we've lost is Cameron, who is a starter. Okay. That means we're down to 3. So Bender's at 7. That's a little expensive. 9 for McDaniel. Still a little bit expensive. Wiebe's at 7 too. That's getting close to the danger zone. That's actually in the danger zone. So maybe sign him now? I mean, let's compare. More junk, less accuracy than McDaniel, but he is 5 years younger, and he's almost the same velocity. Same amount of pitches, just different combination. He switches out the slider for the fork ball. I do like me a good fork ball. And then Bender's got a 5-pitch repertoire. That's interesting. I do like that. Bender is better accuracy, better junk, lower on the velocity side of things. Okay. But am I willing to pay 7.2? Probably not for Wiebe. I would say under 7, yes. So we'll wait a few. Alright. Kanan Banks is in the danger zone to be signed as well. He's at 4.8. This is about what I would pay for a B- pitcher, somewhere around $4.5 million. So we need to make a decision on him too. I mean, do we sign him and put him in the bullpen and move Collins to the rotation? She would be the 3rd pitcher over Roland. I mean, Brickley Clark, he didn't do that well either for us last year, so I'm okay letting him go. Porchetto is 4.8. I think Porchetto's accuracy is really going to hold him back, so I'm not sold on signing him. I think between these two, I would take Banks. That would give us 2 long relievers and 2 regular relievers. Banks is a righty, though. Shit. Really would like a lefty. Porchetto's a lefty. Shit. Alright, fuck it. We're gonna roll the dice one more time on that. Okay, let's look at this first base situation. Bentley's at 10, but Burke is down to 9, and he's a year younger. I think we keep riding. Until we see Burke go, I think we wait. Because Atkins is at the right level where we can sign him if things go south. Schaefer is almost where she needs to be. So, alright. I'm looking at backup catcher. Linguino and Morrison can be signed next time out as well. Okay. Alright, let's go one more. Alright, Banks is still there. Ow. That was my arm popping, if you heard it. Kinda hurt. Alright, everybody made it. One more. Everyone made it again. Okay. I'm liking it. Liking the odds. Alright, so Wiebe's down to 6'7", and Bender's at 6'4". Bender, I'm not worried about him being signed. He's still a little too expensive. Wiebe, on the other hand, for B's, the lowest I've seen them go is about $6.5 million. So if we want Bender, we want Wiebe, we sign him right now. And I think I'm going to do that. He has better starting stats than Snow did when she came in, so I'm okay with that. And he's a year. He's 2 years older, though, but he's a better overall to start with, so I can mold that. Alright, sign him. So welcome Royce Wiebe, our new lefty starter. So he will be our third pitcher. He takes over Snow's spot in the rotation. Now for relievers. I think I'm going to go with Porchetto over Banks because Porchetto's a lefty. And he has the same pitches as Clark. Banks has the same pitches as Collins. So, between the two, I like Porchetto. He's 3 years younger. The accuracy is going to be a sore spot, but I can work around that. Let's go. Welcome, Lincoln. Alright, so now let's move on to first base. Bentley and Burke are still going. Gonzalo is still here too. Schaefer and Adkins. And all four of our catcher targets are still here. Buff, Eaton, Morrison, and Linguino. This is a tough one. Alright, so Eaton has Morrison beat in every category except... well, the offensive categories, Morrison wins. In the defensive categories, Eaton wins. So it depends. Do you want a defensive catcher or an offensive catcher? And we have Camden Brennan on the roster. Camden Brennan is a defensive catcher. So I think I want an offensive catcher to come off the bench. So I think Morrison is the play here. And I'm going to do that and replace Jackson Powers. I just think we need to change things up a bit. Our catchers have been underrepresented in the lineup, I think. And they aren't as respected by opposing pitching staff. So getting Morrison, that's going to strike a little bit of fear into them. I like this move. We're sacrificing a lot of fielding and some speed, but we're getting offense and a little bit better arm. And he's 22, so 13 years younger. I can swing that. Alright. I'm going to keep Bender and McDaniel on here because I'm thinking I'm going to replace Tapia. Yes, my ace is an A overall, but just for whatever reason, he doesn't perform like an ace should. So I don't think he deserves a spot on the roster. And I kind of want to make this a little bit more difficult than just running the table again, so we'll see. Probably not going to bring Morris back. I think for bullpen we're set, so I'm not going to actually keep any of these relievers on there. I'll keep Banks just because he can be a starter. Actually, you know what? He's only got 3 pitches. Never mind. I'm talking out my butt. Going to take him off. Anybody else I like on here? Not really. At least not on the younger side of things. Alright, so let's go. And we still have to solve the first base dilemma, but those veterans are still there, so we'll wait. Let's go. Another round. Approaching the halfway mark here. Oh, Dexter's is going to the Moonstars. Oh no, that's in division. Fuck, of course one of the best players goes to our division rivals. Fuck. Alright, Bentley's still there. So's Gonzalo. Dolph Steak is sticking with the saw teeth. He's back. Alright, everyone is still there. So let's go another round. There's Douglas Eaton. He's going to the Overdogs. Okay. Hackliner is going to the Herbivores. Ooh, interesting. Leaves the Moonstars, goes to the Herbs. Alright, there goes Burke. He went for 8-3, so that's where we're aiming. And Nerdword. That was a dumb signing. Alright. Alright, so what's Bentley at? He's at 8-9. That is only a little bit more than what Burke was at. And if you ask me, Bentley's the better player despite not running well. So I think we sign him now and just take the pay cut, honestly. Because I like him better than Gonzalo. So take Gonzalo off. I like him better than Schaefer. And I definitely like him better than Maxwell. Could we go younger? Sure. Are there any good options? No. I think we take the pay loss here. Bentley's won 2 MVP awards. He's won 2 titles with us. He's been here since the beginning. He's earned the pay raise. Let's give it to him. Welcome back, Herc. Alright, so now the question is, do I want to get rid of Tapia? I think I've done all about I can do with Tapia. He's not going to get much better. He is an A. He's only 24, yes, but he's going to want more money soon, and he just doesn't pitch well. For whatever reason, I do not pitch well with him, and I've gotten him hurt too many times. So I think we let him go. We let Mondo become the ace of our staff. Think about that. Trey Mondo started as the 4 pitcher in our original rotation as a C-, worked his way up to an A- after 6 years, and he becomes the ace. That's amazing. Bender's at 6, and McDaniel's at 7-8. Okay, we can go a little bit. Alright, Bender's still there. So is McDaniel. That's right, I forgot to take Tolbert off. There we go. Alright, we're at the halfway mark now. There goes McDaniel, 7.5. And Bender. You sons of a bit. Oh, but they released Bulger. Bender goes to the Blowfish and they let go of Bulger. Interesting. I like Bulger. He was pretty dominant. Right up until the point his face met my line drive. But I do like what Bulger brings to the table. He's got better accuracy than Tapia, I think. It's a little less, but I like Bulger. I'll bring him in. there anyone else on here that I can work with? I do like Beasley. Be nice to have another lefty in the rotation. Cooper, a little older. Allen, like his ratings, won't be able to afford him. I guess we'll put Pruitt on here. He's the youngest left option left besides Bolger, so I guess I'll throw him in there. Banks is still here. He's still a possibility. We'll see. There goes Kanan. McDaniel just got released. Look at that. That's frickin' funny, game. That is funny. And McDaniel's gone again. God damn it. You sons of bitches. Alright, Pruitt's still there. 5.5. There goes Beasley, 9.3. Damn. So I have Bolger and I have Pruitt. Bolger's at 13.5. And Pruitt's gone. He went to the Jacks. Okay, he went at 5.5. Alright. Oh, Banks is released again. Jesus, the Moonstars don't know what they want to do with their money. Do we want to spend? Do we want to save? Do we want to spend? Do we want to save? They can't pick a lane. Alright, so we got... No. Horrible, horrible option. So the Banks is back, so I do like him. Worst comes to worst, I can sign Banks. And there he goes again. He picked up by the freebooters. God damn it! You bastards! Bobkins is a free agent. There goes Atkins. He's going to freebooters as well. Bolger is still there. Mackey is back with the Wild Pigs. Benjamin, Fletcher's younger brother. My hands were kind of tied. I couldn't sign him for that much money. Bolger's gone. And there aren't any really good starting pitchers left. We have veterans like Dick Lucas, Wes Yogurt. Yogurt used to be the ace of the Wild Pigs. Lucas was the 4 pitcher for the Herbisaurs. Brianna Maloney, a generated character. Was she in the league last year? She was. She pitched for the Herbisaurs. Heidi Betts, veteran from the Nemesis. Rockman, the veteran from the Moose. Smith, veteran from the Hot Corners. Abram Christian was just released, but that's way too much fucking money. And I don't like any of the other options, so really, I guess we're stuck with Toppy unless a high-level agent's released in the last 6 rounds. Alright, no high-level starters were released. Let's go into the next season and see if anyone's cut. Just like, you know, that last-minute decision where it's like, we don't want you anymore. Yeah, we gave you this much money, but we don't want you anymore. player developments are at 13.5. That's under what I like it to be at. I like it to be a little over 16 or at least 16. So let's just scroll all the way up here, see if anything was released, and we'll go from there. If nothing happens, we'll just stick with what we have. We'll set the rotation and lineups, and we'll call this an episode. It's a very quick one here today. A lot faster than I normally do off seasons because we didn't have a lot to replace, and really we were just looking to repeat for a third straight season. Okay, no changes. Okay. Let me just check. Yeah, nothing good. A lot of cheap options, but none of them are good. So we'll have to wait and see if anybody's released. And we'll have to keep tabs on how Tapia is doing this year. Just because he's our ace doesn't mean he's safe from being kicked off the team, but I think we did some good this episode, so let's recap. We lost 3 players in free agency. We re-signed Hercules Bentley. He's making $1.4 million more than he was before he left. We signed rookie Royce Wiebe. I believe he's a rookie. Let me check that. He was actually on the Moonstars last year. Oh, now I recognize Wiebe's name. This guy gave me trouble when we faced him in the regular season. I think he's been with the Moonstars for like 2 or 3 years. For like 2 or 3 seasons. So he's actually... That's actually a steal. We stole him from a rival. Nice. A little bit more expensive than Snow, less overall, but better starting stats for when we sign him. And then we went in and brought in rookie. Let me make sure he's a rookie. He is. Okay, good. Rookie reliever Lincoln Porchetto, the line 19-year-old left-hander. He's replacing reliever Brickley Clark. And then one other change we made, we brought in a younger backup catcher, 22-year-old Jamison Morrison. Spent last year with the Heaters. He was released near the end of the year because they weren't making the playoffs. Morrison is a good offensive catcher, lacks a lot in fielding, but he's got a better arm than Powers did. And he's 13 years younger, so he's someone we can develop behind Camden Brennan, because Brennan gives us the defensive side of things, but not the offensive side, which Morrison provides. Alright, other than that, we kept everything the same. Everyone else decided, hey, we want to run it back one more time. Let's see, where did these guys actually end up going? I want to see where my old players actually got signed. I don't want to go searching for them, though, so let's just pay attention and see if we find them. Let's see here, let's see. Still looking. Still looking. Alright, so Clark is with the Jacks. So he's left the conference. He's in the other conference. But he doesn't have a star on his name. Oh, that's right, I took it off. You're right. Alright, so we got him. Where did Snow go? I forget where she went. I believe she went to the Moose, if I'm not mistaken. I can actually just check their roster. Yep, there she is. Cameron Snow is the number 2 pitcher on the Moose's roster, and she's also the most highly paid starter. So, good for Cameron. She deserves it after everything she's done. Good for her. I like it. So those are the only 2 losses, and I wonder if Jackson Powers got signed. Let me see if he's still a free agent, actually. I want to see. He is still a free agent. Okay, so Powers, we release him. He is still a free agent as of right now. So we only lost 3 players from last year's championship squad. Backup catcher, 3rd starting pitcher, and one of our relievers. And we re-signed our first baseman to a better contract to reward him for the years of loyal service. Thank you, Hercules. We appreciate your offensive prowess. So yeah, that's it, guys. Not a lot to do in the offseason here. Let's sim up to the first game and set our lineups. And then we'll call it a day. B-Wolves win the first game of the season over the Overdogs, and the Platypi shut out the Buzzards 4-0. So 2 games, 2 shutouts to start the year. We'll see if we keep that trend going, eh? Alright, Tapia's on the hill versus Slip Slaughter and the Moonstars in game number 1. We'll see who comes out on top to kick off the season. Let's set the lineup here. It's actually looking pretty same to the playoffs. Mosley leads off at second. Marin in center bats second. Mackey at shortstop will bat third. Cross the H's in the 4 hole again. Bentley will hit number 5 at first base. Kawaguchi at third base, starting in the 6 hole. Paul will bat 7th and right. Luca Golden will be adding 8th in left, and Brennan will catch in the 9 hole. On the bench, we'll have Robertson, Friedman, Tandy Deep III, and new addition Jamison Morrison, the backup catcher. Tapia will be on the hill for Game 1. Mondo will pitch Game 2. Wiebe Game 3. Roland Game 4. And then the bullpen will consist of Collins, Sutton, Mahoney, and Porchetto the rookie. Alrighty, guys, that's going to do it for this episode. FYI, this season coming up will be pretty much the same as my last season was. I'm only going to upload certain episodes, so first opening day start, of course, Tapia. First start for the rookie for Royce Wiebe, who we just signed. Then it'll be Mondo's second start, Roland's second start, and then after that it'll be any episodes in the second half of the season that require clinches or battles for a division spot or a playoff spot. Or if we're having just a horrible season, I'll give you an update episode where we release people. But thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next one. This is Nasty One signing off.